Good day, USA, especially to pandemic frustrated and isolated students out there. Welcome to Flag Stewards. Be a stud citizen reminder from our flags. From our flags? No, be a stud citizen reminders from our flag. That's right, the U.S. flag. For Friday, January 29th, 2021. Happy birthday, Kansas. That's right. Today's the day we celebrate the anniversary of the statehood of Kansas. But before we get there, we want to start off as we always do with knowing where our flag, the U.S. flag, is at half staff today, because we always want to make sure our school, home, or business has its flag at the right position. We have 5. That's right, 5 new half staffs today, and there are only 4 today, from sunrise to sunset today. And those are in Arizona, Colorado, Wyoming, Kansas, and Louisiana. Click on the links below to find out where in the state, if it's not the whole state, and for whom those half staffs honor. All right. Today's historical moment from our flag. Yeah, we're recalling the statehood anniversary of Kansas. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Flatland, Kansas. No, just kidding. All right, I know, horrible singer. All right, so what are the state initials for Kansas? Well, kids, you don't write letters very often anymore, and the postal code's initial is KS. Kansas, KS. Kansas was admitted to the Union, meaning it got its statehood, on January 29th of 1861. It's the 34th state to join the United States of America. Its capital? No, it's not Kansas City. It's Topeka. Topeka. And the Kansas population and rank, well, there's only 2.9 million people in Kansas. It's the 35th, which actually is higher than I thought, 35th most populated state, but its size is the 15th largest. That's because there's plenty of land out there that's being farmed, and there aren't many farmers, but those that are there, they get a lot done with that amount of land. So how did Kansas get its name? Well, it's named after the Kansa or Kaw Native Americans by French explorers. It's translated to English as people of the south wind. And yes, it's plenty windy. I've taken many trips through Kansas, too many to count. I think it's probably approaching 50 as we've driven many years across all of Kansas, traveling from Denver all the way to St. Louis, back and forth. And yeah, the western side especially is pretty painful. And yes, we see lots of sunflowers along the way, as well as corn and wheat and other things. That's the nickname of Kansas, the Sunflower State. Some of its notable landmarks and historic sites. Well, you got the Eisenhower Presidential Library. I think that's in Abilene, if I remember right. Seeing the signs for it. Brown versus the Board of Education National Historic Site, the birthplace, as you could call it, of school desegregation, with the historic U.S. Supreme Court decision in that case. And Old Cowtown Museum, which I have not been to. We're going to have to go check that out sometime. Old Cowtown Museum. All right. So did you know this about Kansas? Smith County in Kansas is the center of the lower 48 Kansases? No, the lower 48 states. Kansas farmers produce enough wheat in a year to feed 6 loaves of bread to every person, not in the U.S., but every person in the world. That's a lot of wheat. And Lawman Wyatt Earp, Wild Bill Hickok, and Doc Holliday did their best to keep the peace in Kansas's famous Wild West towns of Dodge City and Wichita. There's a picture there, old-time Western picture of some of those lawmen. And they did try their best to keep the law, because there were a lot of lawless Wild West cowboys back then. All right, and now it's time to recite the pledge. Students across America, at home or at school, please unite and recite the pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. That's it. Thanks for being part of today's U.S. Flag Tribute on this happy Friday. This is Sean Sweeney, a fellow flag steward and founder of Flag Steward, signing off by saying, go out and be a stud citizen. That means be an awesome, good to each other citizen. Keep America beautiful. And remember, in God we trust.